What is going on, guys? It's Seth here bringing you guys a brand new YouTube video. Today we're going to be looking at the groups for the CWL LAN League that's going to be happening on the weekend of April 21st, I believe, is when the first set comes out. And so yeah, we're going to go ahead and go through the predictions. We're going to go ahead and run through the groups and gonna basically see how it is going to go ahead and turn out. And let me just go ahead and clarify one thing, is that the LAN League does start on the weekend of April 21st. So they're going to start on the weekend of April 21st, and every weekend after that, up until all the groups are done, that's when, you know, the league is gonna conclude, or at least season one. So it'll be, for example, the first the red group will go ahead and be facing off from April 21st to April 23rd. Then the blue group will be facing off from April 28th to April 30th. The yellow group will be facing off from May 5th to May 7th. And then the green group will be facing from May 12th through May 14th. And I believe playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, is a weekend straight after the green group finishes, if I'm not mistaken. So there is that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the pools. The red group is going to be Team Envious, Splice, Cloud9, Mindfreak. Blue group is going to be FaZe Clan, Rise Nation, Fnatic, Evil Geniuses. Yellow group is going to be E United, Luminosity, Millennium, and Epsilon. And the green group is going to have the Green Wall, Red Reserve, Enigma 6, and Team Elevate. Now, one thing I do want to clarify while looking at this is the way that the Season 1 playoffs is going to work is that the first two teams, obviously the one to take first place is going to have the higher seed. The first two teams are going to have a chance to compete for the prize money in Season 1 playoffs. And that is going to be a LAN, obviously. Third place team of every group does not make it to playoffs, but they do qualify for Season 2 or Stage 2. And fourth place team has to fight it out in relegation. The only thing I'm not too sure about is if, I know last year for Black Ops 3, there had to be amateur teams that wanted to try and get into the league. They had to go through an online qualifier facing other teams, and once you made it to the top, like I guess winning that qualifier, you have a shot at facing one of the few teams. I think it was 4 teams also last year. You face one of the 4 teams to go ahead and face them off for a chance in their league spot. So I don't know how it's going to work, if it's going to be the same as last year or if it's going to be through MLG Anaheim. I know they clarified it, but I just can't think about it off the top of my head. But just want to clarify that. Also, now talking about the pools, the red group is consisted of Team Envious, which is 5th seed, Splice being the 4th seed, Cloud9 being 12th, and Mindfreak 8th. So the thing about this group is that I feel it's inconsistent already. Half of this group is inconsistent, being Team Envious and Cloud9. Cloud9, I mean, Patty P's always showing up on LAN, but Cloud9 is just going to be one of those teams where if they hit the ground running that weekend, you could see a good amount out of them. I really can't see a good amount coming out of Cloud9, but it's just the fact of Lacefield or Assault going off with Patty P. And they have to be winning their S&Ds, because in Dallas they were not winning their S&Ds whatsoever. And I really think that is going to be the game changer for them. Mindfreak, of course, they're your champions from CWL Sydney, and you can't take away from them that the only other team that could qualify from the APAC region to qualify for Season 1 excuse me, they beat them out. They beat Tainted Minds to go ahead and qualify for Stage 1. So there is that. Splice, man, ever since the addition of Zero onto the squad, man, they seem stacked. Splice looks stacked. And Team Envious, if you don't have John going off along with Apathy, it's going to be very difficult to see one of these teams try and win it out, you know? So my whole situation right here is I can personally see Splice winning the group and Team Envious taking second. Mindfreak, I don't think you're going to see much out of them. They did give C9, they did take C9 to a Game 5. Not going to take that away from that whatsoever, but they don't have much experience with facing off North American teams that I can't really say a whole lot about that. So with that being said, I really don't think Mindfreak is going to go ahead and place even 3rd place in this group. Maybe. And if they do, it's got to be against Cloud9. Their only chance, in my opinion, to qualify for this is if Cloud9 loses to Team Envious and Splice and Mindfreak beats them. Cloud9 has to go 0-3 for me to see Mindfreak making it out. They could pull an upset. It's possible, but I mean, I quite frankly don't think so. It's not the fact that I don't think they're a good team. I just think that Team Envious, Splice, and C9 are just too big of powerhouses. Well, Team Envious and Splice in that case. And so, yeah, man, and Team Envious very inconsistent with John. Just, he's not pulling so much. He's not going off as crazy as he does, and Apathy seems to be back in championship form, but obviously you need that duo to go ahead and really make some damage. So the way I'm seeing it is Splice, Team Envious, Cloud9, and Mind Freak for the red group. B group, you got FaZe Clan, which is the 3rd seed, Rise Nation being 10th seed, Fnatic 13th, and Evil Geniuses is 15th. Personally, the way I see this group is the way I feel like it's going to turn out. FaZe Clan, throughout the entirety of Infinite Warfare, are still undefeated in pool play. That is one hell of an accolade to have, and they keep consistently placing higher and higher in each one of these LAN tournaments, but I still don't think that they're up to pace to beat a team like Optic Gaming. They still got to be hitting the gas hard to beat a team like that, and they still have trouble facing some European teams. But I do see FaZe Clan taking this group, Rise Nation going second, potentially Fnatic second. I can see Rise Nation, Fnatic switching it out. Evil Geniuses have to pull off a miracle, man. In case you don't know, it was Gosu Crew versus Evil Geniuses in Dallas in the losers bracket, and the loser or the winner qualified for stage 1, and that was Evil Geniuses, and a lot of people were very happy to see that team make it. But I don't know if I see much out of them, man. Like, they have a lot to work for. They got a lot to prove since they barely edged out into stage 1. So FaZe Clan, I would say, takes it. Rise Nation goes second. Potentially Fnatic beating them, but Evil Geniuses, I don't want to count them out, dude. They are a very talented squad. They should be a good S&D team on paper, but obviously that hasn't been the case. So basically how I see the group is the way I see the blue group turning out. You got the yellow group, E United, Luminosity, Millennium, and Epsilon. E United versus Luminosity. Okay, E United, powerhouse team, showed up out of nowhere. They are a force to reckon with, and I could definitely see them taking this group. But Luminosity, man, has been looking so strong. They should have beat Optic Gaming in Dallas, but they choked. Imagine if they didn't. I'm pretty sure they're gonna fix those mistakes. I can't see them beating E United. I can definitely see that. I'm still gonna say that E United is gonna take this group, but don't be surprised if Luminosity takes it. I do see E United, Luminosity, like I guess the way that you see this pool is the way I see this going out also. Yeah, man, I'm pretty sure E United versus Luminosity is going to be one hell of a game, man. I cannot wait to see that. Then you got the green group, which is Optic Gaming, 1st seed, Red Reserve, 6th seed, Enigma 6, 11th seed, and Team Elevate, 14th seed. Now, the last time we saw Enigma 6 beat Optic Gaming was back in Vegas, and they are not in that form that they used to be, mainly because the meta has changed a lot. Team Elevate, man, I don't see anything out of them, honestly. I personally don't. Red Reserve, maybe a little bit, but obviously Optic Gaming is going to take this pool. Enigma 6, I could see them taking second. I could see Enigma 6 taking it into second. Red Reserve 3rd, and Team Elevate 4th. I just don't see much life out of Team Elevate placing top 16. I think it was in Dallas. It was a horrible placing for a pro team. So, yeah, that's the way I see it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. In case you guys did, make sure to leave a like, rate, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, that's pretty much that. And I'll go ahead and do some breakdown videos. And also, when it comes to the Stage 1 Finals, I'll go ahead and make some I'll make some predictions out of that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.